Welcome, members, to another episode of From the Archives. My name is Leslie Jones, and I'm the Director of Archives and Curation at the History Center. In these episodes, I will be taking you into the archives and sharing items with you that have a fascinating history behind them. For the holiday season, we want to share with you a nativity scene donated by a History Center veteran and one of our favorite people, Mrs. Cleta Locey. Let's take a look at the nativity, its history, and about Mrs. Locey. Did you know that the holiday nativity scene originated in 1223? While the nativity itself has been found in art as early as 320, the specific one used today during the holiday season was first introduced in Italy in 1223. Giovanni de Pietro de Bernardone, now known as St. Francis of Assisi, was a friar who lived a nomadic life while teaching the gospel wherever he could. St. Francis eventually decided to settle at one place in Italy to continue his teaching, the sanctuary of Greccio. It is said that St. Francis created the living nativity scene, complete with live oxen and donkeys, and was made to show his followers the birth of Jesus in a real physical and visual way. Today, the chapel is painted, as seen here, with St. Francis placing baby Jesus in the manger, signifying not only the birth of Jesus, but also the beginning of the use of the nativity scene at Christmas time. This nativity set, donated by Mrs. Locey, was crafted in Indonesia by the Yum Rehabilitation Center. Founded in 1982, the Yum Center was established to help handicapped children and young adults in various ways, including surgery, educational courses, and giving them the skills to become physically and economically independent. The center is still working with children and young adults today. Most recently, they added a course on what to do when natural disasters occur, as Indonesia lies within what is known as the Pacific Ring of Fire, making the country susceptible to volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis, floods, landslides, drought, and forest fires. As the pamphlet that came with the nativity states, the set is a production made by the disabled to earn money for themselves and their families. The nativity is hand-carved from wood, most likely from the banyan tree, and features a medieval style. The scene includes baby Jesus in his manger, Mary and Joseph, the shepherd and his sheep, and the three wise men. They are larger in size, but so lightweight, and they are beautifully carved. I think my favorite part is the staffs that are separate from the figures themselves. They are as light as toothpicks and have a simplistic beauty about them. This nativity scene is one of the artifacts donated by Mrs. Cleta Locey to the History Center. Cleta and her husband, Marvin Locey, collected nativity scenes for over 50 years. Altogether, they had 80 sets from around the world, including Australia, Russia, Kenya, and Jerusalem. The collection of nativity scenes were displayed at the Northeast Georgia History Center in the past. And last month, we were so thrilled when Mrs. Locey donated some of her amazing sets to our archives. Marvin Locey, Cleta's husband, served in the Navy during World War I. Following the war, Marvin met Cleta while attending college at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa. They married in 1948 and have 3 children. The family moved to Georgia, where Marvin worked for the Sunbeam Corporation for over 30 years. The Loceys love history and became volunteers for our predecessor, the Georgia Mountains Museum, located on the Gainesville Square. Cleta Locey, an inspiration to all of us here at the History Center, served as secretary on our board for over 25 years. In 2020, former executive director Glenn Kyle dedicated a portion of our garden to Cleta and her late husband Marvin, now known as Cleta's Garden. Cleta is the author of the book Joined for the Journey and is featured in the Encyclopedia of Women and Religion in North America for her work in the group Presbyterian Women in the Presbyterian Church. We have many archive items, photographs, and memories of Cleta and Marvin Locey, and we are so thankful for their generosity throughout the years. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of From the Archives. It is because of members like you that we get the opportunity to delve into the research on these amazing objects. Please comment if you have any questions or want to know more about what artifacts we have here at the History Center.